to the races. We did it. Good morning. Welcome to this morning's meditation. We are unlocking hidden potential today, metaing those elements of your field that you just simply cannot see. I am Rev Kari, and wow, it is 2025. We are in January. We are over halfway through January. We are 3/4 of the way through January. So there is not a whole lot of time left in the month to really embrace the potential that this kickoff seeding month of this year has to offer us. Ooh, lot still to do in this month, and to embrace and to just bring in so much golden light, golden energy, golden initiation, because as we know in 2024, it was a lot of timeline ending. And each of us, you have become the new timeline. And so I want to just drop right in. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm not going to talk too much about what we are queuing up in today's meditation, just that we're going to be capturing some metas. So go ahead, roll the shoulders, close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in as you inhale. Really bring those shoulders all the way up to the ears, rolling them back, shake the hands out. Let the shoulder blades fall down the spine, sliding down the spine. That's what I was attempting to say. And let's go ahead and do it again. Letting all of the oxygen out. Nice big exhale first before we begin our full inhale. Really push the oxygen out of the lungs, pressing it all out as we then prepare for a nice big inhale. Really all the way up and in, rolling the shoulder blades back. Keep breathing in. And then as you settle in, gently exhaling, diffusing the energy from the lungs as you slide the shoulder blades down. And we're going to just glide here. And as you start to glide, gently allowing the breath to find its normal rhythm and pace, sending your consciousness up to the heavens, up to the sun, up to that golden stream of light as it imprints its identity, your identity, upon you. For you are of the light. You are a light being. And so as we allow ourselves to wake up to the light within us, to boot the light program within us for the day, imagining that sun turning on within the inner mind, within the heart. It's already on. We just need to get the mind booted to this programming. And in its place, we are unlocking, if you will, all of the energy that is in and mired in the density. Nice big yawn coming in for me, maybe some yawns for you as we let that energy within the body, within the system unfold. And just take a moment here to cycle a couple of breaths, allowing yourself to emanate like the sun. You are made in the image of the sun, but you also, being made in the image of the sun, are the sun. Lick your lips, relax your jaw, rolling the neck from side to side, feeling yourself now as a light being, the light emanating out from the heart into this physical form that we call a body, that we call the human. Feels good, doesn't it? Go ahead and feel that body now as we come into the earth, wiggling the toes on the ground, as we imagine staring at the sun. Where do your feet take you as you feel the physicality of your body? Go ahead and give yourself a nice twist, feeling the light as though you are an open container of light, and all that light is wishing around inside of you as you twist and spin inside of the body. Again, any yawns, any burps from all of the shifting that you're doing, just let it all come through. Let the spine open, roll the shoulders more, wiggle the toes, roll the ankles, roll the wrists, just like a glow stick. You're like a glow stick. Crack the physical body to open the light up. Nice deep breath here, and then just glide. Bring your consciousness back to the sun. We're in process of a light link connecting through the sun, the golden light of the sun, to the earth, feeling our consciousness synchronizing both as we create dimensional coherence between the two. Love me some dimensional coherence. We are doing it all the time, right? We are constantly synchronizing dimensional coherence without realizing how many dimensions we are interfacing at any one given moment. And yet, what makes us distinctly, uniquely human is our capacity and ability to coherently and consciously connect to infinite dimensions than one focalized point that is your soul, your heart, and bring consciousness to it. To be able to take all of these fractals and fragments and bring consciousness to it. Go ahead and breathe right here for a moment. And as you feel yourself becoming this light, feel all of these fractals and fragments and dimensions coalescing, booting up as though we're witnessing a light switch being engaged, turned on one floor. There's another yawn, more coherence, the body waking up, the light coming on, more floors activating. Until you feel as though the light is pouring out of your skin to the top of the mind, the tips of the toes, the balls of your feet, through the heels. Beautiful. We're doing this light link today from the inside out. As you know, oftentimes we'll go way high up and connect to the sun, and then just kind of hover in the sun and then bring it back to the body. Today, we're really using the body because our theme is to unlock hidden potential. And I arrive at this theme because, again, we are in a new year. We are in a new field of energy, which means that for our mind, we have access to awakening in a new field, in especially in new timelines, meaning what all that means is that the energy of what was is no longer in existence. It's all new energy. And it means that as you dream and you envision things, there's less interference for you to call upon and to call in those dreams and those visions. And the people that you need to enact those dreams and those visions with also have less interference. So they feel more open to engaging and interacting. They have more ability to see, to feel, to sense whatever the dream is, the vision is that you're putting forward. So we are able to unlock hidden potential in that capacity because whatever is at the surface for you is abundantly there and can flow just more freely. It's like being able to see the forest through the trees. There's just fewer trees to need to navigate through, but that's not where I want to spend our time today. Where I want us to spend our time is actually to go deeper into the forest. I want you to sink down and into your body. I want you to sink down and into the subconscious. I want you to sink down and in like a ball of light dropping into the depths of the ocean, into the depths of your subconscious, into the darkness. As many of you know, one of my favorite metaphors is that we're oftentimes driving a car from the roof. Actually, this is Sue Morter's with energy codes metaphor. I picked it up many, many, many years ago. But it works. We drive the car from the roof of the car and somehow manage to turn the wheel and push on the brakes and the accelerator. But as we do the energy work, we drop into the driver's seat. So I want you not only to drop into the driver's seat, but I want you to actually start to tune into what is showing up as you gaze through the windshield. And I want you to imagine that it's dark out, that you're navigating new horizons. And for some of you, you may want to just get rid of the car. That's cool too. Another metaphor I like to use for this type of work when we get to drop into the subconscious to unlock hidden potential is that we've woken up in the middle of the night because we know our home, we don't turn the lights on. We just kind of start making our way. Maybe we'll put our hands out to kind of feel. You can tell we're going to keep getting the yawns because we're dropping into this deep energy. So you can feel the walls and make sure you can find the spot to turn. I want you to imagine just winding through your home in the darkness. But new hallways emerge. You're just continuing to walk around, circling around in your home, but there's new hallways, new doors, new places to explore. It feels safe. It feels comfortable. And suddenly there's a door that kind of in between, maybe if you have a handful of bedroom doors, there's a bonus room that's there. That you always thought and kind of consciously, maybe even consciously, I should say, knew was there. But who knew? Right? I want you to feel into this bonus door in the darkness. Just appeared before you. Maybe it appeared to your left or to your right. Take note of that too. And just play with it. Maybe you have a whole bunch of bonus doors, a whole hidden corridor that you didn't know existed. How fun. All of this hidden potential, a whole new wing to your house. And maybe this wing to your home takes you to a whole nother underground tunnel, to a whole nother complex, a compound. Like, who knew you had all of this business going on? So fun. We've got so much power unlocked and hidden. And really, what you're exploring as we get to play in this field, as we just keep going, really, I'm saying deeper and deeper, but what we're doing is slowing your mind and the consciousness down. We're slowing the brain down to feel the fields, to drop into the subconscious, to go, to go, to go, where we don't go on the average day. And yet it's all right here behind all of these doors is this scope that defies our imagination, really, not even the conscious mind, but our imagination. And I want you to keep going, keep exploring. There's more here. There's more to unlock. And really, we could invite all of these doors to open and all of this light to flood through. And maybe in a moment we will. I feel like we're meant to be arriving at a destination within this whole host of wherever we're going to land, a compound of compounds, like the spot, the seat of power, if you will. I don't know. We're unlocking today because really, truly, what you have found, what we have opened today, and whatever these shifts are, don't forget a couple weeks ago on January 11th, we unlocked Mars passed through the nodes of destiny. There was an unlock that happened. There has been planetary shifts. The planets, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. The planets are all synced up and in alignment. So they are unlocking. That is like boom, 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 boom. What happens when things line up? The channels flow, energy synchronizes. We can see things instead of it being like, I got to go over here and then distraction. Then we work in that bucket and then we come back to center and then we go over to the other and then we come back home and then we go out and do the other job. No, they are all in alignment. That's why we can do this today. And we will forevermore be able to do this. This ability to access these deep fields in this way will not be undone. So that's why it won't matter for those of you coming in 5 years from now, and mark my words, you will come in. I am speaking to you now. Some of you will stumble upon this at that time, and some of you will come back to this at that time, at a future point. Reconnect. So keep wandering through these hallways. The hallways are kind of becoming brighter, aren't they? It's like the, motion sensor activation lights are clicking on for us now that we're getting awareness and consciousness. And we're now starting to enter, again, we've just been roaming through some corridors. I was freezing, by the way, when I started this meditation. Now I'm so hot. I mean, like a turtleneck sweater. It's cold for Florida, but not cold by all other standards. And damp, again, not cold or damp. Well, it's damp by all standards, but not cold otherwise. And I'm like sweating now. So the energy is kicked up. We are activated. The field is feeling ripe and ready for us to arrive, to land where we are. The yawns have stopped. It's like we're ready to engage. I think everybody is here and feeling it. It feels like we've arrived at the center of where we need to be. And I feel myself entering like a cavernous room, as though a door has at the end of the hallway. It feels like we've been walking through a labyrinth of corridors of an underground complex. Again, we've probably been hopping through a bunch of different timelines and dimensions of past lives, if I'm going to put some language to wherever we've been guiding. And whether you've been seeing things or just drifting along with me doesn't really matter. We've all been going through what this field of energy is that we've been opening today. Go ahead, lick your lips, relax your jaw. You've done it. We've arrived. And now we're going to tune in and get consciousness here with where we've just arrived at. And as we enter this space, as we enter this dimension, this room, it is illuminated in light, but it's a soft light. There feels like some heat to it, meaning some solar energy, some destiny energy, but it's got some softness as well. It's almost as though we're in a hall of ancestors, both human and non, meaning civilizations, multiple star beings, and star beings have human ancestry as well. many, many races of humanity, I believe. Our races are really just different star lineage coming in and manifesting in different forms, different skills, different ways, different star access and lineage and heritage woven into this tapestry of Earth. Because through the human avatar, we bring star light, we bring creation force into form, into density. We are brilliant at it. We transmute and we can transform the densest of density. And so, as we do this, as we prepare to step into our own destiny as embracers of the density, a lot of D's today, as we navigate and having just navigated through all of these doors, unlocking them, this master key through this astrological planetary alignment that we've just passed through. I invite you to enter. The room itself isn't, some of you probably are getting a little more detail in what this room looks like. For me, it's just coming in as like this inner circular sanctum. Haven't actually, oftentimes I'll get like a hit on similarities to a reference point of an inner temple. The temples always represent different landing points of or correlating points where dimensions, specific dimensions, come together, and they represent like a node, a hub of energy. So that's where we're in right now, is a node, a hub of different intersecting energies converging, a convergence point. And this is a really big one. Like I said, multiple timelines outside of Earth converging in this point. And not just Earth, I don't quite mean that. I mean Earth's timelines is what I want to say. Outside of our current human evolutionary timeline converging in this point. So that's really hard for our human construct as it is to land with what that is. It's not hard for our creator within us to land with what that is. So, what that means is that this becomes within us a learning point, a place of remembrance, where, much like we get to go to the movies and watch movies like Avatar and read books about Avalon and the Bible, for that matter, and many other things, and imagine what that could have been like. And think, oh, that's so fantastical. Star Wars, you name it, all these different things that are out there. And we think of them as sci-fi and not real or historical, but we're so removed. In this temple, in this space that we're in right now, it's like an integration point. And there are seeds of truth in all of the stories we have in both our popular and ancient history. There are seeds of truth, and this is the integration point for those seeds of truth for all of us. So, in the center of this room, there is a dais, like a pedestal, pillar, plane. That's really what it is. It always takes a moment in a new space for the energy to dial in. I invite you to find that and focus in on that flame that is burning in the ground. And I invite you to feel its heat resonating up through the ground. And somehow, some way, the flame it's got a lot of red and orange tones. For me, it may have some gold tones or some purple or blue for you. It doesn't really matter what's coming through. It's your unique experience that matters. Just find the flame. The room may look different for you also. Its purpose is what matters. And that is one for you to start integrating these memories of what you know of all of the stories of Earth and the pieces of them that are relevant for you as your actual timeline, as part of your lineage, your actual story, your truths. And so, what I say to you now is, as you become the creator, we were here to unlock hidden potential. And so, what I see emerging from this flame now is a book and a pen and a scroll. And the book is opened to a page, and the pen writes in flame. And your destiny is to, as you embrace and integrate all of the stories we know, is to write your truth. Because here is the greatest lesson I have learned to pass along, is that the words, as we know and as we are taught, the words all hold frequency. The words hold the truth. Images, pictures, stories hold the truth. But as is all things, so often the truth that is in those images has so many different corrupting threads woven into all of them. And for us to truly hold this pen and to write the story for the timelines, to be creators of the timelines of the future to come, we first, actually, the way we do the creation is through doing the diligence upon and the foraging around the stories that have been handed down to us. To allow our energy and our hearts to burn through the dross. I guess that's why the flame is here, right? Because so often what's true is not what we believe it, the stories we've been handed, right? There is truth in them, but it's been inverted. The field has been so completely inverted. So what we know to be true is absolutely true, but what we believe to be false is false, but there are truths within it as well. Because in this field, it is a field of unity. And if we can't find and accept the things that we hold and challenge, and if we're not willing to bring those things into our heart as well and find the truth within the challenges, then we've lost. We can't write the story yet. And so we have to go back to all of the words and look at the words that we're using and understand the nature of their frequency. We get to free the words. I guess that's where we begin, right? Is in freeing the words. So, as you know, the theme for today is unlocking the doors. Unlocking the doors. Yeah, I'm buggering it up. I don't think that's what I said in the post. We're unlocking. I know we're unlocking. So releasing the bonds and the chains around the words, around the frequency, because so many of the words we use have different meaning than their actual pure frequency meaning. So as you use your language and as you deliver language out into the world, make sure it is in resonance. Make sure its definition is in pure form and resonance with what is in your heart. Don't worry about the images and the stories that have been told and handed down to us. Transmute it, alchemize it, evolve it. Let it come through your field. Be the flame that takes it to the next level, because it is in the frequency that you hold that the words that are spoken will land in truth and in their proper form and in the way you intend them to land for others. Ooh, going deep today, but the field brought us in through all the yawns and everything else to this deep point. There's going to be a lot of questions. I've always asked the how. And today we're being guided into the how. Very simply, find your heart resonance. Let the flame in your heart burn through, question, be curious. Because you see or hear something, don't take it at its face value. Move the language through your system first, and then move it on. For you are a channel of light. You have been granted the power of transmutation. And with that, you are a creator. Namaste. So much love. I will see you all tomorrow. Who knows what we'll be up for? It's going to be amazing. That much I know. Have a beautiful day.